Kennedy, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good. It's been a few minutes since your fight. How you feeling?
I feel great. All praise to be to God, and I'm so happy. I'm grateful, sincerely grateful.
How'd you feel about your performance?
I felt that was good. The whole camp we were building it based upon wrestling because we knew my opponent was very fast starter, very dangerous guy, and a stand-up guy, very good striker. So we all wanted to gas him out, use our takedowns, chain wrestle with our striking, and get the finish.
The commentators kept saying like Kennedy's not hesitant, like hesitant. Was that something that you'd really worked on?
It, yeah, I can't. Let me just elaborate on that. I'm always a fast starter in the gym, but no one cares what you are in the gym. What you want to see is what you are under the lights. So I'm always in my own head thinking and I'm hesitant all the time. Every time I step in the cage, so my coach was like, start quick, start quick, start quick. And finish fast, because he knows my pace. If I could keep that same pace, they won't be able to keep it, and I could overwhelm them. So I start quick, and I forgot to finish. Thank God.
Was there something that like led to you being kind of hesitant in your first couple fights?
It's just overthinking, me in my own head. That's a bunch of nonsense. So
You almost got that submission. Were you looking for that submission?
yeah, I got it a lot of times in training camp, and I thought I would get it again, and I was looking for it so much I forgot to ground and pound. Till the third round, my coach was like, just ground and pound, elbow, and I was like, oh yeah, I should use my elbows, and I went and used the elbows a couple of times, and the fight was over.
Awesome. And then, how important was this win? Because you were on a two-fight streak, and
Yes, sir.
you got back in the win column, a dominant win over a tough veteran. What's this win feel like?
Both the wins and losses, I give praise to God. I just also want to thank UFC, McMahon, Sean Shelby, and the whole promotion, Dana White, for looking after me. So I'm grateful, very grateful. I think the staff, the medical team, the travel agents, every part of even the media. It's a wonderful company to be working for, and I'm grateful. So this one means a lot to me because my mother has Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, and is a muscle debilitating disease, and I'm her primary caregiver, so I don't really have much of a life just looking after her, and I'm going to church and training. So it means a lot because of my mom.
Thank you for sharing that. Finally, for me, man, when would you like to get back?
As soon as my coach gives me the green lights, we're gonna go back. We're gonna see what I did great and the things I didn't do as great. So he's gonna, and I trust him. I've been with him over so many years because he groomed me from when I started martial arts, and I'm just gonna trust his judgment. Once he says I'm ready, I'm ready. We then go.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Kennedy, over here. I was just curious if there was anything about your opponent that surprised you or anything you kind of had to adjust in there.
His takedown. I think he's shot, and he's a striker, so I don't think he has that gas tank, that grappling gas tank. So when his coaches were announcing level change takedowns, I was kind of confused. I thought they were just trying to get in my head. I was like, is he really gonna shoot? So when he shot, I was surprised. Just stuffed it and kept on chain wrestling, getting my grappling submissions and positions, and my coach, my teammates, my cornermen were letting me know what to do, what's the next step, how to flow, how to get to the next step ahead of him, and everything worked smoothly.
You mentioned being able to hear his corner. Is that something that typically you're able to hear, even if you're in like a big crowd, or is
Yeah.
that kind of unique to this building?
Actually, I hear other my opponent's corners, no matter with the crowd or without the crowd. So it's kind of cool to hear their corner. If they don't speak, if they don't speak English, then it's harder. But when they're speaking English, I could then see what they're trying to do and what they're trying to tell him. So his corner was telling him a couple different scenarios on how to get out of the grappling sequences, and I was just countering it every time he says it. So as he was telling him, he was trying to use that sequence, and I was countering it and using what my coach was telling me to apply to the grappling sequence.
And you mentioned wondering if they were kind of trying to psych you out a little bit. Have you heard coaches saying things that was pointed towards you to confuse you?
Whether they say to confuse me or not, my teammate, I always trust my team. Sorry, and their judgment, and I just work on that.
And then I guess my last question: do you have an opponent in mind for your next one?
Not really, I'm not really a call-out guy. I just wait for my coach to get me the fight, the matchmakers get the fight, and we sign the contract and go from there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The speed and the transitioning when you were taking his back, when he was able to get away and you were able to go, and I thought it was quicker and faster than we've ever seen you before.
Yes.
Is that something you really drilled in camp, and who were you maybe working with to practice that skill set?
Well, as my coach always applied, start quick, start quick, start quick, and don't think. Let it be fluent, let it be innate, because I know what to do, but when you start thinking and then you start to hesitate. So my coach was like, start quick, start quick, start quick. And I start quick and stop thinking, and everything just came about and it just connected. So that's how we worked on it.
Do you guys go back after these and watch these again after the fact to help use that to motivate for fights going forward?
Absolutely. My coach has a huge cinema in his room, so he calls me over. We just go in there and work on the fights. And once I get home, I take my journal, write down stuff I did right, stuff he says I didn't do right, and we build upon that and keep perfecting my game.
And did you come into fight week a little bit leaner and lighter than before? You just moved so much quicker, and I'm just wondering if it's because you came in maybe more fit or maybe leaner than you were in past
I have my nutritionist. I've been working with a nutritionist now. First time I've been working with Pena Performance. Thank you. Shout out to Eric Pena and my chef during the fight camp. My chef Kevin Wells. So they've been helping me out, and they've been working with them, and I'm staying ready, staying right.
So did you feel like you were coming in with more energy due to what you were eating as well?
Yes, I was cutting weight more better. When everything was down to science, and I felt great, felt energetic. And my teammates, while I was grappling with them, they're letting me know how strong and I was feeling, and everything was great.
I thought your hands looked really great as well. How would you grade your striking out there tonight?
I don't know. My coach would tell me that. I don't really know.
Did it feel like it? Did it feel like it was coming off good? Because you were making solid contact and you were doing good damage,
Yeah, I
especially
felt
when
it
you
was
had his
good.
back.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt it was kind of good because we worked on chain wrestling, using your striking. Don't just rely on striking, but kind of add the wrestling to have the opponent confused. So they start thinking of where the other strike is coming from, and they won't be prepared. So I thank my coach again, Coach Steve Saud. He's been amazing.
And last for me, I appreciate you shared, that you're a primary caregiver for your mother. Is she able to watch the fights and communicate how she feels from the fights?
Yeah, she could watch the fight. She can't talk because she has she has a tracheostomy, and she can't really speak. But I read her lips though.
Yeah.
And she gets to watch the fight. She's proud of me.
That's awesome. Congrats on the win.
Thank you so much, sir.
You betcha.